Yeah, this is what we would expect to see in grade question 4. We have probability, data handling, finance, which is taxation. All right. Mr. Shekshengen rewards the top 10 grade 12 learners every term by taking them to different restaurants. Skumuzi Restaurants offers a special tumbling combo with fruit juice for 60 rands. The dumpling dough can be either white or brown. The meat filling can be chicken, fish, or steak. Then juice can be ginger or orange. Here we go. These are the ones that, these ones here, these are the doughs. Ne? The dough. The dough can either be white or brown. But then after that, after choosing any of them, you have to face chicken. Yes, Let's continue and we see how this diagram is called a tree diagram. This diagram is called a tree diagram, and these are this is one of the ways of how to find what we call the possible outcomes. What we call the possible outcomes. This is a tree diagram. All right. When we look at it, we see everything that we need to look at, and we have some missing values like this one here, it's missing. Let's see, another one here, it's missing. But everything will be fine. All right. Oh, another one is here that's missing. Yes, let's look at this and we see. I'm here looking at the tree diagram. Always, whatever is in the second leg, I mean this will always be the same. If this is chicken dash steak, then down here it's chicken, fish, steak. That means here, what's missing is what? Fish. Here, when we come to this, as you see it here, it has to be the same there. It has to be the same there. So when it comes to this other one here that's missing here, you see this. So 4.1, what's missing? It's the orange. They can be both ginger. All right, now the possible outcome. Here we go. The possible outcome. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, we say this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this means this is the fifth one, which will start with this. So it's from here, and it's which side? White. So it will be W for white, S for steak, and G for ginger. So this section that's missing here, the section that's missing here, it's what? SG. WSG. So C is chicken, then next is fish, then you see that because here you see we have WSO. Why? It's the orange. Now here we have WSG because we are looking at ginger. All right, that's how we answer this very fast. All right, use the information above and answer the questions that follow. So 4.1.1 part A, we've already seen it where it belongs or where it was. This one here, you see this, and we said it's fish. Please, you come down and write it. Do not leave it on the next day. Write it in the answer sheet. So we shall say 4.1.1 part A, you come out and say fish. Then 1.1 part B, we said it was orange. We said it was orange. Then 4.1.1 part C is the outcome that we've just seen, the last one, which is WSG. Please don't try to elaborate, don't try to expand it, leave it the way it is. So WSG. 3 marks, each is 1 mark because it's straightforward. Anyway, Determine how many different combinations from which a person has to choose. How many combinations? Now, when you're looking for combinations, we shall count the outcomes. We shall count the outcomes. So far, we've seen these are 4. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12. So there are 12 possible outcomes. So here we shall come and say 12, 12 possible outcomes, or 12 what? Combinations a person can choose from. Please don't write in full sentences. This is enough. 12 combinations enough. All right. We said 4.1.1 part A. We said it was supposed to be fish. 4.1 from part B. Part B is supposed to be orange. And 4.1.1.6 supposed to be WSG. Okay. Write down the probability of randomly choosing a combination that will have steak as the meat and ginger as orange beverage. What is the probability? So first and foremost, what you're going to be looking for is what? G. And on top of that, steak as the meat, so S. So you're looking for SG. No matter whether it's brown or white, as long as that's SG. We come here and under our, let me clean off this, we should not get confused. We come under our outputs here. You remember we said this was W, this was WSG. So we have, this is the first one, SG, that's what I'm looking for. SG. Also this one here, this is number 2, steak and ginger. So out of the 12, we have 2 options. Out of the 12, we have 2 chances, by the way. So how are you going to write it? Say probability, write it down in the randomly choosing, write it down and click OK. So it's 2 out of 12. If it's a fraction, you say 1 out of 6. They never said which format are you going to take. Remember, probability is expressed either as decimals or fractions. Anyway, I leave it as a fraction. Okay, we come to part 4.2. Here we come and we look at what we call percentiles. Data handling. Percentiles. Okay. Percentiles is what we are going to look at the growth chart. Yes, some people will find it in. We look at 4.2. Mr. Afre is a professional horse breeder. He is highly concerned that his foals, baby horses, might not run as fast as possible due to being overweight. So below is the growth chart for the foals, the baby horses. This is it. There we see the body weight. This other side here. And we can see the age. Okay. The age in weeks. Determine the weight of 30-week-old foal that is in the 25th percentile. So what do? First and foremost, you come here down, look for 30. This is the 30. All right. 30 is right here. Then you draw a straight line. Draw a straight line. You draw a straight line to touch. You draw a straight line. You draw a straight line. Straight line going up. Draw a straight line. Anyway, it's supposed to be clean. Sorry about that. Then when does it touch the 20? Because I'm looking at this. 25%. 25% is the same as the 25th percentile. Okay. Because here you see 25th percentile, here you see 25%. So when does it touch? This is a quarter, which is this is the same as Q1 in quartiles. And this is the Q3. and this is Q2. Anyway, we are here. So they're asking us determine the weight. So the weight will be this much. Why? Where does the 30 touch the 25th line? Then you draw another line coming this other side like that. A straight line, just to identify those. So here we are saying 2,500. These are grams. They weight, they never said in kilograms, so it's fine. Okay, explain what is. Explain what it means. Explain what it means if a fowl's weight is classified as 75th percentile. Now, the 75th percentile, this will mean 75% of the baby horses, the fowls, are, or we can say weigh. They weigh or they have the same weight. 75% of the fowls weigh the same mass or below. Another way of saying it, you would have said, you can also say, but now, because now 75%, this is out of 100, 75%. So what's remaining to make it 100 is 25%. So if 75% is below, that means if you use 25%, you will say above. You will say 25% of the fowls are equal to the fowl's weight or above the fowl's weight, because these ones here are below. You say are below the fowl's weight. The 75% of the fowls are below this weight. Okay. Mr. Fowls is at for 40 weeks old. Write its age in months if there are 4 weeks in a month. So simply meaning we shall say 40 divided by 4, we get 10 in the months. One of his fowls weigh 4.5 kg at 45 weeks. Determine in which percentile age weight ratio is. So what we're going to do, first and foremost, we need to look at 4.5 kg. Here we don't have 4 kg. So the 4.5, it has to turn into grams, which becomes 4,000. Together. Then the 45 weeks we have, yes, they are there. So what we shall do is still you do the same. Draw a straight line. (45). Then when does it touch? You see, so the answer is here. The answer is there. So it becomes 90%. That's the weight ratio. Okay, give advice with regard to his fowl's weight. Now, it has to reduce weight because it's at 90, almost, it's at a risk of becoming obese. So it has to lose weight. Ne? It has to lose weight. It has to lose weight. Let's look at 4.3. 4.3. When we look at it, it looks to be taxation. Indeed, it's taxation. Mr. Shenge, a 50-year-old, this is what we need. Take note, 50-year-old. 50-year-old mathematical literacy educator at Ikuren North High School, and a monthly taxable income. So we don't need to look for taxable income. it's already taxable, of 35,357 rand during 2021-2022 tax year. During this time, Mr. Schengen was a member of medical fund. Medical fund. For who? For himself and his wife and 2 children. So how many people are they altogether? They are 4 people. They are 4 dependents. All right. There we go. You highlight the age. We need to know the age. How old? Why? Because we need to determine the rebate and the threshold. Number 2, identify the income. Identify the income. What we identify on the income is 1, is it monthly? Yes. That means we need to turn it into annual. Then number 2, is it taxable? These are the 2 things that we need on the income. Definitely, we're going to use the income to calculate the tax, but we need to identify. If it's monthly, it becomes annual. Taxable, well and good. We don't need to look for taxable income. All right. Use Annexure B. Sorry, Annexure B shows the tax table for 2021 and use the table in, okay? Annexure B, very good. We continue. 4.3.1, determine Mr. Shenge's annual taxable income. That's the first thing that you do. Why are they asking for annual taxable income? Because the money they gave you was monthly. So here we go. We say 35,300, sorry, 35,357 rands times 12. Why am I multiplying by 12? I'm looking for annual. So I'll come there, multiply by 12, which becomes 424,284. This is the money that he gets in a month. Show with calculations that Mr. Schengens will receive 13,344 rands in medical tax credits. Mind you, this is medical tax credits. We are showing, we are proving. So what do we know? First and foremost, when we look at medical tax credits, we need to know the number of people that we are dealing with. So we saw already there are 4. Himself, the wife, and the 2 children. Okay, all in all, there are 4. So how are we going to get this? We shall go to the annexure there. The annexure, we come to the annexure. This is the annexure. This is the annexure. So remember, we are looking at taxable income. So the main person takes 332 plus another person takes 332 plus 200. This will be multiplied by the other 2 because if they are 4, one person, the second person, third and fourth. So this is monthly, but we want it to be annual. So we multiply this by 12. Those ones who have got it right, you know what we are dealing with. 664 plus 224 times 2. We have the answer as 1,112. Multiplied by 12. Indeed, he gets the answer as 13,344. This is it. So, the taxable income, the medical credits, this is how we get the medical credit. They were telling us to prove, and I've just shown you. What do? You take the money for the first dependent, the guy, then the person, the main person who is paying the medical aid, then the first dependent, then whoever comes in, they have to share this. Sorry, they get this every per person. They multiply. Okay. So remember, this is monthly. That's why we at the end we multiply by 12. Okay. So we've done that. We say we shall take two people getting the same money plus another two people getting the same money. Everything multiplied by 12. Everything multiplied by 12. So 2 All right, this is how we get the money. We are proving. So the only marks that you get are for the values that you have here, the number, the value, the number, the value. And you multiply by 12. Yes, that's how we get it. Okay. Someone else might ask us, what about if we do like this? Either way, this is mathematical literacy. You'll get it right. Someone else might find out, you know what? The numbers are repeating themselves, which is 2 into 3, 3, 2 plus 2, 2, 4. So 3, 3, 2 plus 2, 2, 4 times 2, you end up having 1, 1, 1, 2. This is the one that you multiply by 12. And the answer becomes, that's how we are proving. All right, question number 4.3.2. We are going to calculate the amount of tax Schengen must pay. So what do we do? First and foremost, actually they helped you here. We've got what we call the annual taxable income. Everything has to be annual. So we've got it, that's fine. So we have to look for the bracket where it belongs to. So we're going to look for the tax of this much money. And where does it belong? Which bracket does it belong to? So we shall go to the bracket, the table there. When we come to the table, we look critically and we see we are looking at 400, 424, 424 rands, 24 rands, 424,284 rands. All right. This is what we are looking at. Okay. So we're going to check which bracket does this money here, which bracket does it belong to? So if it's 400, no, no. Wow, it's in bracket number 3. So what do? We concentrate on this other side for calculation. So you pick this equation here, pick this equation, you write it on your answer sheet there, whereby you shall say 75,532 plus that 1%. That 1%, I usually write it like this. Open brackets. Now, the moment you open brackets, now you bring in this money. So we put this money in here. Minus what? The value that was found in the bracket, which is 337,800. 337,800. I'm mere doing this, please and please, you get marks. 1, you've picked the right bracket. 2, you've substituted into the right bracket. Now you can go on and simplify. You can do this on your calculator. Don't add, not now. Please wait. Get the answer from the bracket. Get the answer from the bracket. You need to subtract this, and you end up having the answer as here you multiply it. Don't add it. Now you're free to put everything into the calculator. Put everything into the calculator, and you see what the answer you get. You see the answer you get, which becomes 97,342 rands 4 cents. Now, at this moment in time, this is when we think of subtracting the rebate. If he pays medical aid, like this other person here, we also subtract what we call the medical tax credits. Medical tax what? Credits. Now, the only thing that we've not looked at is rebate. We understand, but the medical tax credits, you already have them here. So which rebate does he qualify for? This is when the age comes in. Remember, they told us is 50 years of age. So he only qualifies for the first rebate. The rebate that we're looking at, it's here, the primary. So he only qualifies for 15,714 rands. So we shall come here, we get our money here. This is 0, not 6. 0 minus the 15,000. We say it's 15,714 minus the medical tax credits, which are these. So there we go. We subtract 15,700 minus 13. So you end up having okay. So having done that, now remember they said the amount of tax you pay for the year. We stop here. But had they asked for the monthly, we would go ahead and divide this by 12. But we stop here. All right, we shall look at how the marks were given in a short while. So as I said, how our marks given, we say, you picking the right bracket, 1 mark. This is the mark I'm putting inside. Substituting into the right value, 1 mark. Getting or simplifying this number from the bracket, 1 mark. Then getting the final answer, 1 mark. 1 mark. Then you subtracting the rebate, another mark, and getting the final answer, another mark. This process here, it's another, this 1 mark, subtracting rebate and medical tax credit. This one, I left it there for you to know what's happening, but you can as well get this answer when you put this other equation fully into the equation, into the calculator, sorry. You'll get your full answers. Doesn't matter, even though you don't show us this. But as long as you know the bracket, you've filled in the right numbers, you come to this answer here, you subtract your rebates, you'll get full answers, full marks. All right, this marks the end of question number 4.